Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to sorry, I keep looking around. I don't know what I'm looking at. And I'm apologize. I just I don't know, I just be seeing things at the corner of my eye. Or just like I don't know. I'm just not really good at focusing like that. Especially when I'm talking. When I'm deep in thought, I'm all over the place, but I'm deep in thought. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is the Star Seedathon. Yeah, I don't know why I'm using a thon after every word. I just think it's funny because the internet is a place where a lot of marathons, subathons are going on. So I feel like this is a thon for me. Um, yeah. So we're gonna talk about star seeds. But first, before we talk about star seeds, I want to talk about comparisons. Um, Comparison is the thief of all joy. I know you guys heard that, and it's true. Stop doing that. Stop comparing yourself. Stop trying to compare others to others because for what? Remember, we are all here on a journey. It's all individual journeys. Some people get there faster than others. Some people don't even get to where they need to go get to. You know what I mean? And it's like it's everybody learns, everybody grows at their own pace. Everybody does things at their own pace. Um, so give people grace. You know what I mean? Like, look at me. Like if you look at the totality of my life, um, it's not like if you're trying to compare me to others, like others will look way better on paper. I promise you, they will. Um, and it's let's see, which word? It's not that I don't care because I really don't give a fuck. It's just that it robs people because like I said, if you look at my stats on paper, you were like, damn, the fuck have you been doing all your life? I've been learning, motherfucker. I've been growing. I've been experiencing life. I've been going through shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been like getting my shit like myself out the fucking mud. You know what I'm saying? I've been battling depressions, which I beat. Like I no longer am depressed. Like, I used to have I wouldn't say severe to very mild depression, like my whole life. And now I don't have that. Period. I'm not depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like I may have my moments of doubt, but that just any normal human is gonna have that. You know what I mean? It's just ingrained in us. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what courage comes from. You know what I mean? Bravery is when you have those feelings and you still um act beyond those initial feelings. What it is. Um, Addictions. I've had addictions since I was like way back in my teens about addiction, whether it be from pills. I talked about this pills, coke, meth, drugs. Period. You know what I'm saying? Started smoking weed when I was 16. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much for most of my life I was on the losing side of that battle. I was always letting my addictions take over because it's just easier. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to be numb going through life than it is to actually not be numb. You know what I'm saying? To be accepting responsibilities, you know what I'm saying, accountabilities, and actually accepting them instead of just accepting them and just kind of like being numb to um the actual core cause of the, you know what I'm saying, like just saying because you can be accountable, but if you're high as fuck, you know what I'm saying, like yeah my bad, and it's like kind of like over your head, you know what I mean? So anyways, so if you look at that part, talk about comparison. If you look at that part, yeah, I'm way behind. But if you actually look at like my essence, like where I am, um, soul wise, where I'm at, like spiritually wise, I guarantee you, I can go toe to toe with any motherfucker out there, and probably be ahead. Probably. See, I say probably because instead of saying I know, because like I'm a very I'm a very humble man. You know what I mean? So I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Even though some people may think so spiritually, um, in terms of like the favor I've gained with with the Most High or the universe, God, whoever I call him the divine, and I say him. It's like it's okay. So the divine is neither male nor female. The divine is just the divine. So people who think that the divine is a female, you are very incorrect. Those who think that divine is a male, you are very incorrect. The divine has no divine is has transcended that. Divine is both masculine and feminine duality. Masters both of that. So before you even think about doing any of that, think about shit like that. Before you start thinking about like male and female, think about masculine and feminine. Think about traits. Think about mastering all of those traits. And if you don't even know what those traits are, then well, there you go. Um, what else? Oh, comparison. So yeah, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Like, cause I used to do that way back when. I used to try to compare myself to others, and that's where what fucked me up because I always felt like I lacked because when I tried to compare myself to others. So, and that's what got me behind the eight ball in the first place. That's what got me into a depressive mode because like I was always trying to compare myself, and that always fucked me up. So, let's not do that. You know what I mean? If you want to, I'm okay. So I'm not saying that what you have to do or you should do. I'm just saying like you shouldn't. If you do, shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I'm not the police. I don't police people on how they feel, how they act. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. I give you guidelines. I give you like you know what I'm saying. Just I give you baselines and guidelines. What you do with that is what you do with that. That's what free will is all about. That's what that's the whole point of being a human is about. It's about learning and experiencing things like how you want to experience it. All right. So boom. All right. So let's get that's out the way. Comparisons. So I would recommend y'all stop doing that. If y'all do it still, fuck it. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let it affect your psyche. If that's how you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's how you want to compare, that's how you want to go through life is comparing yourself to others or having that as a barometer. Fucking stupid. I'm just gonna say you're fucking stupid. You know what you should do? Start comparing yourself to the last version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And see how that goes. Saying compare yourself to who you was before, who you was yesterday, who you was, you know what I'm saying, before you started um getting more aligned with the true version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Before you start doing your shadow work every day. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? You do your shadow work every day, compare yourself to how you was the person you was before. How about that? You know what I'm saying? You wanna do some comparison, do those comparisons. You know what I mean? Um I guarantee you that will fulfill you more than comparing yourself to any other person. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, we are all on this journey individually. You know what I mean? People take people's how they get through in life. It's all gonna be different. Nobody's gonna do it the same way. Nobody's gonna hit the mile markers. I say mile marker, but hit the markers the same way, the same time. You know what I mean? Just because somebody hits their markers faster does not mean that they're ahead. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, it might mean they're ahead, but it doesn't mean like it's a race. It's not a race. You know what I'm saying? Just because they hit it. See, the thing is like, just because you hit that point, like, are you really hitting that point? Like, what point are you hitting? You know what I'm saying? Are you hitting like the whole fullness of yourself, or are you just hitting the points that people, society, you know what I'm saying, what you've been taught, the propaganda has taught you to think that you're ahead. You know what I'm saying? That you're doing the right things. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind as you go through life, live life, start trying to figure out where you are. Just don't do that. Take your time. Like I said, just take your time, go through your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not a race. You know what I'm saying? Like just learn, grow. Just that should be your main focus, your main motto in life. Period. Whenever you're out here, is that you want to learn. You want to grow spiritually. You want to grow your essence. You know what I'm saying? You want to always grow to be the better person. Be the I say quote unquote bigger man. Cause like, there's one man, whatever. But like, you know what I'm saying? You know the saying, be the bigger man or be the bigger woman. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Either way, same. It all applies. The same logic applies. Um. So, all right, boom. Get that out the way. All right. So comparison, like I said, don't do it. If you do it, compare yourself to who you was before, the version of you was before. You know what I mean? 'Cause trust me, like as you get aligned to your true version of yourself, like you stop comparing. It's more like you just start embodying, and that's when you start embodying who you are. That's when you start attracting what you need to attract in your life for you to be more for you to be more successful, to be more complete, to be more feel more loved, and to be loved and all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's by attracting stuff that you're supposed to attract to you. You know what I'm saying? And then you keep away. It's like the magnetism. Like you attract things that you're supposed to attract, and you push away things that's not supposed to be in your space. You know what I'm saying? That's what the shadow work does. I don't know if you guys like pay attention when you do your shadow work. You start to recognize like your energy. You know what I'm saying? Like what actually comes from you, and then you start to recognize like what doesn't. Like these, you know what I'm saying? Like negative thoughts. You're like, wait, hold on. I'm not that. I'm that. That didn't come from you. You take that and you throw that the fuck away. See, and like what people don't realize is like as you do your shadow work, like these thoughts, those negative thoughts that don't come from you, they come from somewhere. Those are like the entities that are trying to latch onto you, trying to bring you down so they can feed off of you. Feel me? You take that, throw that shit away. That's not for me. You know what I'm saying? That don't serve me. That's not for me. Hey, shit, throw it away. You start to recognize all of that shit. That's why shadow work is so important. I know this not about shadow work, it's about starseeds, but like I'm just saying, it's like I felt like I've had the need to talk about this for a little bit. I just never brought it up, so I'm bringing it up now, just so we could cover that base right there. Um, why shadow work is so important. So, so we did shadow work comparison. All right, starseed. So look, um, if you're a starseed, damn, like 12 minutes in, I'm finally okay. I'm sorry. So I told you I yap. It's like it's a yapathon, but it's a star seedathon. I bet. So star seeds. Look, um, what can I say? Now is the time. Look, um, because I am a star seed. I don't know if you guys recognize. It's like, I feel like that like my purpose here. Okay, so first of all, like when you think about star seeds, like I've gone through this process in many worlds. You know what I'm saying? I know people are like, what's going on? Okay, so I'm not gonna say all the worlds, but like I have connection with Lemurians, um, Syrians, Palladians, Arcturians, um, Andromedans, I think Orion, maybe Lyrians as well. Okay, so Lyrians, I'm not like 1,000%. Like it's, mm, you know what I mean? But case in point, like I have um I like I've inhabited, like my essence has inhabited like many life forms. So it's how do I say this? So it's like, so I just know shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like when we talk about the Lemurians, like what I'm talking about, the operating out of love and kindness, is that's how it was back in the day. You know what I mean? And back in the day, it was before it shit got corrupted. It's like that's how the inhabitants lived, And you know what I'm saying, that's just how it was. And so we were more spiritual, so we understood the way that the whole universe works. See, right now, um, the way the universe works is very foreign to 98% of the whole population. 98% of all the souls here, because like usually like when you come here, like when you come to Earth to learn, like yeah, it's like you forget a lot of stuff. But then you gotta also remember there are people who um have actually started to remember. So then it's like they start to teach. So they start to show you the ways. You know what I mean? And it's like, but show you like not really like tell you how to do stuff. It's more like they give you advice on how to live. You know what I'm saying? So that's what when I tell you you should be out here living, learning, experiencing so you could grow. Like that's what you're supposed to do. Okay? How you do it, that's up to you. Like I'm not gonna tell you like you're supposed to do this, and this, and this. I'm just gonna show you like, look, it's okay to experience these experiences. There's no bad experiences. You know what I mean? People may say like, I mean, we've already talked about the raping and the the pedophilia, bad experiences. Other than other than that, like even with like you killing people, like they're new, it's nuanced. You know what I mean? I mean, like at the end of the day, you still got to pay your karma for all of that. So, if you're thinking that like you gain, like we could talk about this man, the guy who shot the CEO. You know what I'm saying? That's cold-blooded murder. Like you guys may celebrate, it may be celebrated. He may think he's justified. He's not. He's not. He's not. He is damned. Like his essence has been damned. That's look. Also, all I'm gonna say, like whatever reason his reasoning was false. Absolutely not. That's not how you do things. You know what I mean? Because you're thinking that this 3D life is the only life that you're gonna be living. It's not. It's not. So you got to start remembering the fucking the karma that goes attached to it. Because just because you die in this world, you cross over. Your slate is not clean. Just remember that. Like all your debt is still attached to you. That's what I'm saying. You can't run from this shit. You can't hide from this shit. You know what I mean? I mean, you could do there's ways you can, but see, the thing is like the ways that you're thinking that you get away with it. I would never recommend that. Starts dealing with the dark arts and that start dealing with some really dark and like what you would call demonic shit that I wouldn't recommend. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, remember I told you, like living in the dark, living in the shadow, that's only gonna chain you down. That's you know what I'm saying. You're not gonna be able to fly free. You're not gonna be able to fly high. I'm just keeping it real with you. You know what I mean? But once again, that's the thing about living this life. It's all your choice. I tell you, free will is your only fucking currency. You know what I mean? Like no matter what nobody tells you, whatever the fuck anybody tell you, free will is your only currency. You know what I mean? That determines everything because your free will is like is based on your intentions. If that makes sense, thing like how you choose to do things is strictly on intention, and those intentions, whether they're pure or not, you know what I'm saying, that's up to you. Which go back to shadow work because shadow work helps you start to for you to start figuring shit out and start getting aligned. And once you start getting aligned, poop, with who you are. But once again, we're sorry. Yeah, Starseeds. All right, sorry. Let's get back. Let's get back on schedule. Starseeds. Um. So as a starseed, look. I don't go that there's many descriptions and like oh you're a type that I ran into a lady who said she's a type 1 Indigo starseed. Don't give a fuck. If you're a starseed, you have a purpose. Figure out your fucking purpose. If you have, once again, shadow work, alignment, purpose. Figure out your purpose. I don't like. I'm not gonna. I can't tell you what the fuck your purpose is because your purpose is not my purpose. You know what I'm saying? Now, my purpose is to help awaken people. Starseeds, just people. Period. Because I want to save people. So all those who want to be awakened, I'm showing you the way. If you're a starseed, you have a spiritual team. You should have some type of. You should have intuition. You should discernment. Some type of clear. You should have something. You know what I'm saying? You're not a starseed blind because at the starseed you've gone through these lessons and you I'm gonna say you mastered, like you got to the point where you've been entrusted to come here and help. Now, like I said, I don't know your purpose. Your purpose that's all up to you. So if you know your purpose, if you are a star seed and you've been out here running your purpose, then keep running your purpose. Because at the end of the day, it all connects. That's what y'all need to understand. Everything fucking connects. You know what I'm saying? Now you could be like me, who where it took me a long motherfucking time to figure out my motherfucking purpose. But like I said, it's not about how long it takes you to figure shit out. First of all, because um, as I'm figuring it out now, right now is the time for me to be figuring it out because this is the time. The time is now. Just like all star seeds, the time is now. So if you're just now being awakened, I like I said, this is why I've been documenting my journey so you guys don't feel alone. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like you guys don't even have to be. It's energetically because I'm putting the word out energetically, like whether it's on a platform, but it's energetically. So you guys should be also like as I get my downloads, y'all should be also getting some type of downloads as well. Kind of like a way for you to be like kind of understand it. And if you guys are not understanding, like it's like as I go through and I start explaining shit, you should either be watching or energetically understanding what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? Because like I don't just speak on the 3D field. I'm everywhere. You know what I mean? So if you see me astral projecting shit, just say what's up. You know what I'm saying? And if you're meant. If you're not, then shit, I have a team as well, and they're not gonna. You know what I'm saying? You're probably not gonna be allowed access, and that's neither here nor there. Just know that like if you're not allowed access, then it, you're not allowed access. Period. Sorry. And if you have access, if you've had access to me and you don't, well, fuck. GG's. G to the G's. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But see, that was a previous version of me where I like I said, I I had an idea of like of my of like who I was, but I was never fully immersed in myself. I was never fully awakened as I am now. So now it's like I know shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel shit. I understand shit. I see shit. You know what I'm saying? I like I've surrendered a lot more to my gifts, to my intuition, to my discernments. Um, my detached game is crazy. Like you should ask people who've had interactions with me, even loved ones I fuck with in the past, how good my detached game is. Cause my detached game is crazy. You know what I mean? And it's not, and it's like I don't. It's not that I don't appreciate everything that I experienced with that version of me. It just like I said, if it doesn't serve me, if like it's just happened, whatever happened, shit changed, whatever it is, we got, you know what I'm saying? I keep growing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't let shit hold me down, hold me back. I can't because it's just way too much going on energetically for me to be looking backwards. Be looking at what I used to who I used to be, what I used to do. You know what I'm saying? Cuz that those versions of me, I need y'all to know at the start, those versions of you, Just like those versions of me helped me get to where I am right now. So I'll always be appreciative and thankful and grateful, period. You know what I mean? See, before I wasn't. So like you can see me like if you were to see me before, like I was a mess. You know what I'm saying? And it showed. And if you see me now, it's like um I'm still paying for the decisions I made in the past. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be like financially, like familiarly, you know what I'm saying, like family wise. But spiritually, no. I'm saying I'm growing. You know what I mean? And it's like I've realized that the past versions of me do not like are not do not matter no more. You know what I mean? In terms of like they're not a proper representation of who I am right now. You know what I mean? They used to be, and you and what I tell people is you could use past versions of me to try to represent me now, but and that's fine. But that's not who I am now. So it's like you can, but it's gonna make you look stupid as fuck. Hold on, time out. Oh shit, dang! You see me? My fat ass. Yeah, I'm fat. It's okay. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Look, what I will tell about being fat is I'm fat, but I'm not unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? Although I am fasting a lot more. Well, not a lot more. I started fasting. I fasted just last week. I'll be fasting again this week. I'll be fasting pretty much every week. I'll be fasting at least 4 days, 3 to 4 days, at least 3 to 4 days every week. Um, why? Just because just that's just the more healthier version of living. You know what I mean? And um, I guess that way, like the days I can't eat, I can't. Well, I don't really go crazy on the foods I eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, we're not gonna talk about my diet. Sorry, I'm about to go. I guess. Anyways, anyway, we'll talk about starseeds. Um, that oh, purpose. So look, as a starseed, I think I talked about this shit like categories and type. I don't do all that shit. Like, look, if you're a starseed, you're a starseed. You should know you're a starseed because you should be getting download. You should be awakening. If you haven't been awakened right now, then obviously that should tell you something. You know what I mean? Um, if you've awakened before, I'm saying if you've had a whole lot of time and stuff, then shit, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about my purpose. Like, so I talk about my purpose. So my purpose is to raise the frequency for Earth. I used to say raise Earth's frequency, but it's raise frequency for Earth. Um, so we're gonna break this down right now. So grids. I've seen motherfuckers say I was okay. So if I hear somebody say solar flash, are you fucking retarded? Okay. So okay, let me. So this is how I'm gonna break it down. So, do you think at so we're talking about the new Earth, right? Because that at the starship, that's your purpose. FYI, if you haven't noticed, was the the it's basically like get the new Earth ready. How? Like I said, it's frequency, right? It's you. It's like you vibrating high, activating these grids. Now it's okay. So we're gonna talk about these grids. All right. So I don't know too much about the grids. All I know is like solar flash. Get the fuck out of here. That's what they call it. That's balish. You're retarded. Um, I heard some shit. Some guy. I seen some shit. Some guy talking about a dragon's wing. Balish. No, I'm sorry. Um, cause like that's no. Okay. So when we talk about the do earth, Now, solar flare. No, okay. So you guys, look, I'm gonna give y'all the secret, right? This is why I'm trying to get. I want people to raise their frequencies, right? Because not just though. Even if you're a star seed, you have to do shadow work, the alignment, your purpose. Because if you found your purpose, then you probably are very. It's either you're aligned or you're starting you kind of sort of aligned, and you need to get fully into alignment yourself. Go through your karmic cycles, right? Because like when we talk about the new earth, it's not like fucking you're there. No, it's guess what? When you cross over, when you decide you want to come back, you're not directed to this earth. You're directed to the new earth. Does that make sense? Like, do you think that like the system changes because of the new earth? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? Those people who are vibrationally locked to this earth, who decide they don't want to raise their frequency, sure, you come back here. So whatever happens here, you reap it. You know what I'm saying that's why when I told y'all that the first grids were activated in Shasta, when I talked to the trees, because you know what I'm saying, like at the earth, what do you think? What do you need? What does the earth need to um to survive? Does that make sense? Say, because like what I hear when I hear people say like, "Oh, we need the 144K." What do you like? You need like like to make it to make the new Earth or to create that frequency without there is what are you guys talking about? Without them, there is nothing. Does that make sense? All right. So there are other grids. Um, I have I think I know a couple of the locations. I'm not he's like this like um I think I know. When I say I think I know, it's like I'm pretty sure. It's just that I don't know when I'm supposed to go there. I know I'm supposed to go there. I just don't have a specific time. Just like with the Shasta thing, I went like when I went, I found out about it on a Monday and I was there on a Friday. I didn't. It wasn't. I didn't plan for it. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't. Obviously, I didn't plan for it because like when I went out there, I damn near broke. You know what I'm saying? But I had enough to get out there, and then I was a little short, but I was able to get the funds to make it back. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it is what it is. Um, so like, yeah. Um, there might be a castle, but I don't know. I heard him say castle, and I was like, you know, he might be onto something. I do recall. I do like have a ping on the castle. Which the castle he's talking about? Probably not. But I will say that like I know Iceland's there. I know there's gonna be somewhere in Central America, South America, somewhere. I think there's a couple in Europe, a couple in Africa. Obviously Asia. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there are locations. Do I need to be at them? Fuck, I think so. I'm not 1,000% sure. Which means I need to get a passport. I don't have a passport. GG's. I will get one. Which means yeah, it's like I told you, like, um, but that's more like that just. that's not really like it's not really an issue. Just like forms and documents and passports I have to get. You know what I'm saying? So that's just part of that. That's part of that process. Okay, back to Starseed. So yeah, as I said, if you're a Starseed, you have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Um, get to it. Um, there's no like um you have a spirit team. I think I said that already. So talk to them. How big? I have no fucking clue. Is it big as mine? I fucking have no clue. It could be, maybe, mm, probably, chances. You know what I'm saying? Shit, because you know what I'm saying, like, I don't, I can't imagine that I would be the only one. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me thinking logically. Heart wise, I don't know. Um, have I met anybody? No. You know what I'm saying, like, in all. See, then again, I can't really say much because, like, but then again, like, I've been on the internet and I've okay, I'm not gonna lie. There may be I ran into a couple of I've seen a couple of energies that like that you know what I'm saying, like, I felt a couple of energetic beings that I feel like that resonate. Whether they resonate with me, fuck, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my thing about star seeds. Like I said, I I love to tell you that I don't do the histories, and I just know that if you're talking abolish, if you're talking bullshit, I'm gonna tell you you're talking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If you're actually talking like you know what the fuck you're talking about, then you know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I recognize real. I recognize bullshit. Um, I'm not gonna lie. Uh, YouTube be having some real shit. TikTok be having some real shit. TikTok also be having some bullshit. I done seen some real bullshit on TikTok where I'm like, um, where the fuck you getting your information from? So these, you know what I'm saying? Twitter, even Twitter have be having some information. But Twitter also have be having some bullshit. Like motherfuckers who don't know what the fuck. So like, so if you Christians out there, shut the fuck up in the nicest way possible. Um, no, that is not the way. No, Jesus will not save you. No, Jesus will not fuck with you. Pray, ask him, and I guarantee you, he's not gonna be. He's not gonna be talking to y'all because he don't fuck with y'all. Just like real talk. You are actually really lucky that I fuck with y'all, not y'all as a Christian, y'all as humans. You know what I'm saying? Because if I didn't, um, G, it'd be really GG's. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't say shit. I would just I would put the videos out, and I wouldn't really give a fuck about who actually sees it or who actually wants to change, who actually wants to put in the work. I'd put it out there, and those who actually are called to it, they will respond, and those who are not, they won't. Which means 99% of y'all are fucked. So I mean, shit. At the end of the day, um, maybe like 97% of y'all is fucked because only, you know what I'm saying, like 2%, like 2% of the fucking 100% of the 99% that was already fucked probably is listening and trying to do take the right steps to ensure their spot. But whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't care if you guys believe, disbelieve, you guys want to argue, fuck you. I'm not arguing shit. I'm just speaking the truth, telling you how it is. No matter how you want to say shit, speak shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's what can I tell you? Like shit. Don't you can't don't you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna convince me to think otherwise. So that's save that shit for other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even here to convince those who don't believe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to speak the truth. If you resonate with it, fuck with me. If you don't, then don't. Anyways, I love all of y'all. Peace out.